Hey, I'm Latif with BevNet. I'm here with John Craven. We're in Anaheim for Natural Products Expo West 2017. We're here at our Airbnb in lovely Anaheim. We're filming a little roundup of the hot products exhibits at the show, which were held in the Anaheim, Marriott, and Hilton hotels.
They were,
and
they were very busy.
And I'm losing my voice. If you hadn't been able to tell, but it was a great day, a very busy day, a fun day. And we're going to talk about some of the great products that we saw at the show.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So where do we start?
You know, I really liked at the Marriott Oatley. You know, Oatley is a brand of oat-based drinks. It's been around in Sweden for some time. It's making its U.S. launch now. 32-ounce cartons. They had a chocolate, a vanilla, and they have a barista blend that they're using for coffee.
Yeah, that stuff was really tasty. I mean, we saw a lot of dairy alternatives at the show. I guess every show has lots of dairy alternatives right now, but oat milk is something that, I don't know, it has a really kind of nice taste to it. So.
Yeah, they formulated it really well. It's going to launch at the end of this year, I think, is what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you see?
Geez, well, it was a long day out there. I feel like, we saw a lot of bone broth products.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
I think, man, it seemed like on every aisle there was at least one, be it, a powdered or there were some ready-to-drink ones. But I think the one from Pressery really stands out for me. Both, their bone broth, which they've recently adjusted the formulas, as well as their probiotic soup, which sounds kind of weird, but it's basically like a drinkable soup with probiotics and, really intense flavor to it. So I think, that was one of the first products that stood out to me.
Yeah, they got a lot of interesting things going on there. Two on-trend kind of plays. You've got probiotics and you've got drinkable soup, and they're kind of melding them into one product.
And they also had a line of sparkling drinking vinegars. Just, to have one more product line, which were really phenomenal, honestly.
Yeah, good stuff. We also saw a lot of cold brew products, cold brew coffee and tea. One of the cold brews that stood out for me was the Nitro Cold Brew Hibiscus from both Be Sweet and Caveman Coffee. Both really well formulated. Be Sweet's was a little bit sweeter, but both had that really great frothy texture. Brought a really different kind of aspect to tea that I really enjoy and I think is going to resonate with a lot of consumers.
Yeah, I think it was pretty neat to see just, all these different kind of nitro options. There was also tea chino. It seems like that whole space is really evolving fast. Of course, you still have nitro coffees and a couple that are doing the nitro kind of latte. But it's, the hibiscus products from both those companies, definitely totally different flavor experience.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of extend and they kind of push with their canned products versus what's on draft, because a lot of that stuff started on draft and now it's kind of moving into that RTD format. And, they seem to be making their way. Caveman talked about how they got into a bunch of Whole Foods stores in the Northeast, and we'll see how they do.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity for that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Also a lot of opportunity for shots. I mean, we saw cold pressed juice shots, that is.
Right.
Core extended its line with 3 functional varieties that we really enjoyed. They had a gut check product, they had a potency, and they had a green up product. The potency, I think, was made with sea buckthorn. Really, really tasty product. I love that kind of stuff because, cold pressed juice, for the functionality that you're looking for, 2 ounces is pretty much all you need.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you don't really, at least today in the hot products pavilion where you've got startups and early stage companies, we didn't see any cold pressed juice companies.
Not too many, no.
And, shots make a lot of sense. Everyone's talking about, sugar and stuff like that. And, a shot obviously doesn't have those issues. There was also Vive Organic, which, they had a couple of new products at the show as well. Both those products really, pack in intense, ingredients, which I think, the taste of the products is awesome. Functionality is great. So
yeah, and it seems they're really targeting a specific sort of wellness kind of aspect. And, the folks at Vive even talked about a couple of their products. If you're not feeling well, just crush this and hopefully you'll feel better. They had Wellness Rescue, Super Antioxidant, Natural Energizer. These products, once they really get that merchandising down in stores, I feel like that's an opportunity in cold pressed juice that really hasn't been fully tapped yet. There were also a few kids beverages that we saw at the show. Bossy is a line of caffeine-free teas for kids. They recently did a package revamp, which looks really clean, really nice. They also introduced a mango variety, which tasted tremendous.
Yeah, I think that was their best tasting flavor, at least for me. So
yeah, I really like what they're doing over there.
Another one that stood out for me was the Heyday Coffee, which is a cold brew coffee company from Austin, Texas. Obviously they're pretty late to the game on cold brew, but I really, found the packaging to be, really slick. I think that was probably the best, new brand in terms of packaging that I saw today. And, the coffee inside the can was, definitely tasty.
Yeah, I mean, that 11-ounce can you see is sort of reminiscent of, and the packaging, the label itself is reminiscent of the craft beer category. Really stood out. I mean, you couldn't walk down that aisle and not see that brand.
Right. Did a really great job. It's always great to see a new company that's got, or has good packaging, right out of the gate, too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's all we have for the Hot Products exhibits at Natural Products Expo West. That's day 1. There's 3 more days, so stay tuned, and we'll have a lot more for you.